Cocoa Pops. Hello, and welcome to the Pottervision podcast. Hope it's the right one you press play on. It's episode 143, chapter 8 of book 6, Snape Victorious, the podcast where we chat about Harry Potter and stuff like that. This week,
stuff like that.
This week, I'm on episode, I've just said that, I'm joined by none other than Tom Lawrenson. And can you tell, we've just had an hour of admin and now we can't concentrate. How are you, Tom?
We can. I was looking at the Pottervision YouTube page yesterday, and like one of our recent episodes, I know this sounds very low, but it's on 140 views. And for us, I was thinking, that's pretty good, right? People are watching an hour of us talking. 140 people around the world are watching that. And I was like, wow. We get more downloads, a lot more downloads on the audio-only podcast, but some people sit about and watch me and you go, what?
Yeah, slowly going up that YouTube thing, because I reckon each new episode of the pod gets about 1,000 downloads in the first week, and that's just listening. But yeah, the videos used to only get about 20 or 30 in a week, so look, people want to be looking at us, what can I say? While we're pulling funny faces or doing an action like this.
Look
you're
at my
missing
fish.
out. People who only listen.
I will say this. Last week's Double Vision was we had a guest on. We interviewed Sam O'Leary, who I do sketches with, who's a magician, an animator, and he's done a lot of the artwork for our latest tour and animations and stuff like that. So that's available on Patreon. It's a bloody funny one. If you like that kind of thing, someone was telling me we only plug the Patreon in the last 5 seconds of the show when most people have turned off. And by the way, if you want to help us live, you can you can do that. But for a £5 a month, you can get access to 2 extra episodes. So you'll have one Harry Potter Vision episode a week.
Yeah.
Patreon.com/Pottervision.
And they're right. Normally we advertise the Patreon at the end when you've already had all your free content for this week and you've probably turned it off. But we're stopping that now, and I'm not going to say another bloody word until we've had one more subscriber on the Patreon.
God. Bling. Do you want me to subscribe? Because I'm the only one listening.
Yeah, this protest doesn't work when we don't record it live, does it? Well, no. I'm going to assume that somebody's subscribed just then, and we can carry on the podcast as normal.
Speaking of Sam O'Leary, I've got a story to tell you. I saw him the other day, and I said something to him which shocked him to his core.
Yeah. Oh yeah, what did you tell him?
He was saying to me, he's always found the idea of mixed body parts interesting, and he said something along the lines of like, imagine an old person's head on a baby's body. And I said, well, let me tell you this. Lucas famously sings a song about an old lady who has the head of a baby. And when I told him this, he was like, and I thought he was taking the piss. He was like, he looked like he'd seen a ghost. Yeah. And he goes, that's Lucas. And I was like, yeah, why? He goes, I went to a comedy show about 8 years ago, and a guy got up on stage and sang that song, and I've been talking about it for years after. He's been telling everyone. He goes,
funny.
He was like, it's one of the funniest things I've ever seen in my life, and he had no idea it was you.
Yeah. Hey, that's nice to hear. Yeah. I'm an old lady, but I got the head of a baby. It was quite funky, that song, wasn't it?
It was too funky.
A bit too funky for me. But yeah, very good. I did try a sequel follow-up, Little Baby with the Head of a Lady, but it didn't quite I didn't quite reach the heights of the first one.
And he's been telling me that he's been watching that video on your Instagram page, Ratburger, a lot. He said he can't stop watching it.
Oh, that's good. Ratburger.
He said it's the final 5 seconds especially where you get caught out. Where I said, oh, it's the Goldfinger song, isn't it? And you go, oh, that's where I got the idea from.
Yeah. Hey, well, that's nice.
You've heard of that old thing. Otherwise, I've been... I downloaded the audiobook of I Am Legend.
Oh, yeah. Is that the film with Will Smith? This is obviously the book version.
Yeah, Will Smith. And it's... Have you ever noticed whenever Will Smith cries in a film, he always cries in a certain way? Like most people when they cry like a baby, don't they? Like, you go, oh, wah, wah, wah.
Yeah.
Like that.
Yeah.
Will Smith, whenever he cries, he always has to cry like he's still a hard bloke. He cries like this. He goes, like angry eyebrows. And then he like always like nose breathing, like,
yeah.
like tears streaming. Whereas the rest of us go, wah, wah, wah. What do you think?
Yeah.
Have you noticed how he cries?
No, but now you say it, I can visualise it. Like trying to keep it together almost.
But I was listening, so I decided to give that... Because I did not know that I Am Legend, the book, was like written in the 50s and set in the 50s.
Oh, I didn't know that either.
And the beings in the book... So he's the last one alive.
Yeah.
Will Smith, or whatever he's called. And all the vampire-y things are outside his house. But in the book, they try and lure him out because he's like... Because it's in the 50s.
Yeah.
He's like got suppressed like emotions. And the female vampires, like whenever he looks out of his window, like they flash him.
Oh, do the booty, yeah. Yeah.
But otherwise...
Does that work? Does that tempt him outside?
Makes him angry.
Oh, it's all right then.
Because they're out there making their lewd actions.
Neville Longbottom.
But listeners who have a free Audible credit, I do not advise you to download it. I enjoyed the first hour or two, and then it got quite boring.
Yeah.
I listened to it all. I gave it a lot of my attention. First few chapters, I gave it 100% attention as I was driving. And then I gave it 65% attention because it kept getting a bit boring.
Oh, yeah. And once it does that, you've lost it. Well, finally, I'm slowly getting to the end of this enormous book that I've started reading. I started reading this in... Yeah, Bible. I'm on... well, don't want to spoil it, but...
That's bigger than the
Bible.
Bible.
Meal, if you know what I mean. I started reading that in Lanzarote, and then I kind of stopped for a bit, and now I've had a second wind, and I've only got a couple of 100 pages left.
How is it?
A Day of Fallen Night by Samantha Shannon. It's got dragons in it and stuff. It's very good.
Yeah, but how is it?
Yeah, it's good. Well, because it looks like a massive book, but really it's like 3 separate books that then kind of come together at the end. So it's quite good. Very, very good considering it's a long book. It goes along quite quickly. But anyway, I, on the other hand, just been kind of, going to work. I've only got 3 more weeks left at school. And, I did my exam finally, my living in Germany exam. How
did you do, brother?
I think I did all right. There were 33 questions, and there were only about 3 or 4 where I wasn't 100% sure. And you only need 17, correct? So I think I was all right. But there were some naughty boys that got sent out.
Tell me about these naughty boys.
So, we go inside. We all get a place to sit down. We've got a bed.
How old were these boys? How old were these boys?
At my age. 30.
Adult 30-year-old boys.
Boys.
My favourite. Go on.
And they were at the back. And the woman comes in after everyone's had their ID checked and stuff. And she goes, right, here are the rules, what you have to do for the exam. And then these two lads are talking in the back. And she goes, right, that was your first warning. There's no talking during an exam. On your second warning, you'll be out. And then one of them said something or made a joke to his mate. He was like, And then she went, right, out you go then. And then one of them went, ciao. Because I don't know, I felt like they were a bit funny with a woman being in authority. That's the idea I got from the way they were. But and then they walked out. They got chucked out. But then they'll have to pay to do the exam again another time with their tail between their legs.
Good.
Yeah, good. They were bloody rude. And then there was a very serious woman taking the exam, one of the candidates, because there was a man sitting everybody down, and he was quite funny. And he was like, oh, sit where you like. Just friendly and stuff. And this woman comes in with a very stern face. And he goes, oh, you can choose who you want to copy. Sit next to whoever you want to copy of. And she turns to him and she goes, every test is different because the questions are random. And then she sits down. But
that's a good way of doing exams.
Yeah. What do you mean? Chilled out.
For each paper, do they randomise which order the question come in?
Yeah, well, not even the order, just what the questions are. So for this exam, I had you know what the bank of questions is. There's 300 questions that are possible, and 33 of them are going to end up on the test, and you don't know which 33 they are. And in the test room, everyone's got a different paper, so you won't have the same questions as the person next to you.
That's great.
Yeah, isn't that fantastic? Yeah, so there's no way of copying or cheating, because you don't know what's going to come up.
Did you pass?
Don't know. I find out in about 4 weeks. I'll get something in the post that either
You'll
tells
find
me I've
out
passed
now, because guess who they've asked to mark your paper?
Oh no! They told it.
It's me.
They told me it was someone from Britain. I didn't think it might be you.
Yep. They thought it'd be funny if I did it on a...
Yeah, how did I get on?
Oh no, no.
Oh no, is that about the Berlin Wall? I definitely got that one wrong.
What the fuck?
What? You actually reading what you've actually got now?
Yeah. Sorry, I've got
It's a red bill.
I was looking at this rental agreement from when I went to Lanzarote for a car.
Yeah.
And they've put rental days 1, additional driver 6.
Should it not be the other way around?
Yeah.
So has that made what you paid a lot cheaper or a lot more expensive?
I think a lot cheaper because
Yeah.
rental days is 162 for the day.
Mm.
And then additional driver is... Oh, maybe that's... No. And then
6
drivers.
additional drivers. Signor Larinson wants to rent a car for 1 day and there's going to be 7 different drivers on that day. Well,
Who's
whatever
that?
Signor Larinson want.
Who's that? Mexican.
The Spanish man at the rental place.
Spanish man? It was a
Spain.
woman called Alba.
I'll
It
be
was
damned.
funny with her because I can't help myself. I get carried away. I start speaking broken Spanish, and then she assumes I can speak fluent Spanish, and I have to be like, I don't know what you're saying. I bring the car in. Be like,
I'll be
ahí
honest.
estás. Ahí, ahora. Para ti, los llaves. Yeah, and she's like, gracias. I'm like, don't know, babe.
That was me.
Don't know what
showing
you're
off,
chatting. Sorry.
This man wants 1 day and 7 different drivers. The car only holds 5.
Who's this extra guy? Picking him up later.
Well, good. Saved you a bit of the old dinero, as they say over there.
Oh, I've done 2 weeks of eating and being very healthy.
That is good. Are you feeling the benefits?
Sleeping fantastically. Sleep right through the nose.
Oh, that's good.
I'm gonna wake up, bong.
Yeah. Waking up
How about
feeling
you?
fresh.
How are you sleeping?
Yeah, not bad, but I think that's just because I'm exhausted. I don't think it's anything because of my diet. But yeah, Martina's doing very well. She's starting to get a baby bump.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I keep making her laugh because we'll be sat having dinner or something. And I'll say, from where I'm sitting, I can see your belly. If you like the Jonas Brothers so much, cover your belly.
And 21 worried that Lucas might be insane. That's what Patrick Stewart said to James Corden at the Glamour Awards 15 years ago.
They know what Patrick Corden said to James Stewart. No, that's the other way around. James Stewart's someone, though, isn't he? That's what Patrick Stewart said to James Corden. Because we've said it a million times.
Do you want one more?
Look, which 2 celebrities in the world scream out glamour? I'm going to say James Corden and Sir Patrick Stewart. Yeah. So that's been good. Well, we're going pretty well.
We've got Pottervision dates if you want to come.
Yeah, please do. Even if you don't want to come, please buy a ticket. We're going to be in Brighton on the 14th. We're going to be in, I keep getting my dates mixed up, Cardiff on the 16th, Bristol on the 18th, Swansea on the 20th, and we're going to be in Nottingham on the 25th. And then that'll be our last
The
date
Sheriff
on the
of Nottingham!
Nottingham.
That wasn't bad, that. You know, someone sounds like that in Robin Hood, don't they? The Sheriff of Nottingham!
Yeah. Birmingham, Midlands.
Yeah, it's funny because Lucas, we were looking at accommodations, we stay down there. And Lucas like, should I just book this then? Should I just book this? And normally when someone says, should I just do this job? I'm like, yeah, just do the job. Because then it means I don't have to do as much. I look at where he's trying to make us stay. And he goes, I found us a room in this woman's house. It's £10 a night each. And I'm like, that's cheap. And it's a single bed. And I'm like, excuse me?
Hang on, it was a double bed. And it was about
How big of a
£40
double was
night.
it? It was the smallest double you can get.
I must admit, one pillow was overlapping the other. Slightly. It was a Venn pillow diagram.
And I said, I don't know about that, old boy. And then I said, yeah, let's find something else. And I said, oh, I'm getting better at this. Normally, I just, like, previous 2 tours, I've gone, yeah, you do that. And I've turned up, and he's like, right, we're staying with we're staying in this badger hole tonight. And I'm like, right. But I said, oh, I'm getting better at this, paying more attention. And he goes, no, I think you're getting worse. Normally, that'd be the job ticked off. Now I've got to do something else.
You normally just accept what I've done. But,
Look,
you know, for a little extra money, we've now got a double bed and a bunk bed. So we've got choice.
I think we should make a little, another little tour diary for that. But not just make it one big thing, one like 25-minute.
Yeah, a big bumper episode. Call it Double Vision.
No. Lazy bloke.
Yeah. That'll be good.
But, because we're going down there, I think I'm going to take, because like these hotels, I'm going to take a big mug.
Yeah.
I'm going to take my own coffee. And I might even take my own kettle. I know that sounds crazy.
No, it
But that's
doesn't.
what I'm going to do.
It doesn't. Look, you're on your way to becoming a fully grown gentleman. Yeah, bringing your own things, having it how you want it. I think that can only be commended.
We're staying in a place, the room has got a double bed and a bunk bed. We're looking it up. And Luke was like, hey, that bunk bed sounds fun. And I was like, yeah, that'd be great, perfect for us. And then he said something like, we can leave the double bed untouched.
That can just be for jumping on.
Whee! Whee! Will you lads shut the fuck up?
How do you know it's two lads in here? What are you looking through?
You've got the door open and you keep saying, we're the Pottervision boys, we're the Pottervision boys. Go to patreon.com/Pottervision boys. That led me to nothing. I had to work out myself. It's patreon.com/Pottervision. And then I saw your two grinning heads hugging each other. What does it mean? Have you listened? Did you like it?
I've not listened to anything but you two jumping on the bed.
Oh.
So yeah, we're looking forward to it. Everything is now organised. We just need people to come now, so please buy your tickets. And if anyone needs the room for the night, we've got a double bed spare in Newport.
Let me tell you this. Also, I'm doing previews across the country. If you want to come see me in Hull on Wednesday, you can. There's about 10 tickets left. I'm at the Brain Jar. And then I'm also doing Nottingham, Brighton, Bristol, Newcastle. And then I'll be at the Edinburgh Fringe for the month doing my new show, Buried Alive, and loving it. It's going well. I went down to London to do a preview, and it was going pretty well. Everyone was laughing at me because I couldn't pronounce certain words that it took me 10 attempts to say the word fulfill.
Did it? Oh, yeah, that's pretty poor, isn't it? But I'm glad it's going well. Yeah, people ask us if we're going to be in Edinburgh this year. No! Tom's going to be there on his own, so just go and see him. But then you'll have more of the day to yourself, won't you? And that's nice.
It'll be first year I'll ever have a lion.
A lion? Our shows were at like 2 p.m. The lion is you running in 10 minutes before it starts. Oh, God, you got me up early, haven't you? Early? You've not seen AM since bloody July.
Oh, slave master.
Is the show starting soon? Oh, hang on. No, he's on the bus now. Just wait another 5 minutes, he'll be here soon. Buses.
Just FaceTime me, put me at the audience.
Do you like that when he's just running? It's not funny. So yeah, Buried Alive, brackets, and loving it. I'm excited. Is it about being buried alive, or is it just a catchy title?
When I was a little boy in Spain, my bedroom was a windowless room under a house that my dad had dug out. So I'm talking about that.
Hey, that's a bit of fun. Very good. So is it more autobiographical this time?
Yeah, less silly, more like a normal show that's like a narrative and that.
Yeah, that's a bit of fun. Are you enjoying that transition?
Yeah, a little bit.
Yeah.
It's funny, I think people like more stuff that's real and relatable.
Yeah. I wish it. Well, look forward to see. I'll be seeing it twice, previewed in Brighton and Bristol.
You sat there with a little hat on, press, pencil, notepad, taking notes, writing a little review for the Pottervision Weekly.
Yeah, I will. Look, you're doing more licking than writing.
Sorry, licorice pencil.
It's not my fault they make them so yummy.
I bought myself, let me tell you this, a pair of, I don't know what came over me, but I bought myself a pair of camouflage trousers, yeah. I was like, do you know what? It's about time I bought some camouflage trousers.
And let me guess, now you can't find them anywhere.
I was walking to the shop. No, I was walking to the... Yeah, I was walking to the shop. I was wearing them, and I was wearing sunglasses with my hair down. And someone wound down their car window and shouted Bob Marley at me.
That's funny. Hey, Buffalo Soldier, is it, lad? Excuse me. Jamming, are you?
Yeah, jamming. Yeah, Bob Marley.
Yeah. 3 little birds. What are you doing?
Peace.
Yeah, peace. Peace. Peace to all men.
It's peace. It's peace. Goodwill to all men.
Yeah. Now, on that note, would you have the goodwill to listen to my chapter rundown?
Yes, please.
It's chapter 8 of the Half-Blood Prince, Snape Victorious. Harry's lying in a shit heap on the train. Nobody's checking on him. The staff have all gone home, and he's worried about the train going off. Suddenly, it's starting to go chugga 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 chugga. And who saves him? Oh, it's Stonks is there to save Harry Potter. Right, she picks him up, she wipes his bottom, and she fixes his nose, and she takes him to Hogwarts. But Hogwarts has got a big bloody padlock on the gate. Alohomora doesn't work, so it's up to...
Hello, Amora.
Hello. It's up to Professor Snape to open the door, which he does, because he's obliged to. And Snape's a bit of a twat to Harry, and then he goes into the main hall, where everyone's looking at Harry wondering why he looks like shit. And then Dumbledore does his speech, saying now everything's dangerous and everyone has to be careful. And then he announces that Horace Slughorn will be the new potions teacher. Huh? What does that mean? Snape was the potions teacher. But guess what? Snape's now the Defence Against the Dark Arts teacher. It's the role he has always wanted to play. And everyone hates him for it. Yeah, they think, oh, why has that bastard got that? And then they all have a bit of dinner, chicken and chips. And then they go to bed. Night-night.
Oh, I love chicken and chips.
Ooh, I do. Chicken and chips. A lovely brown meal for me. Snape Victorious.
He's finally done it.
Yeah.
Well,
hats off to him, I say.
It makes sense. Like Dumbledore's like, do you know what? I'm sick of these people dying, so do you want to do it?
Yeah. Well, and Horace Slughorn was the potions teacher, so it makes sense that he goes back to his one. Snape wants to do Defence Against the Dark Arts. Why not let a man live out his boyhood dream?
How did that bit of gossip ever get to the students that Snape wants to do Defence Against the Dark Arts?
Yeah, because he would have never have mentioned it himself, would he?
No, so... Like, I don't know, it's like being like, oh, see that Mr. Nelson? He wants to be head of mathematics, but they won't give it him. What? Why is that trickling down to the kids?
You're not seeing the way he longingly looks at a calculator. Oh. Where he hangs outside the classroom, shouting, I wish I was in there.
I wish.
I wish I was in there. Harry's on the train and he's hoping that someone will check all the carriages in case he's in there. And if it's anything with my train experiences to go by, nobody will check. Because when I left my suitcase on the train, nobody checked the train and took the suitcase off at the last stop. Because then I would have
Did you ever get that back?
No, I lost it forever. I think I've seen someone's walking around in my underpants right now. And I don't know who, and that's the thing. I don't mind it, I just wish I knew who it was.
You really think so? I've seen your underpants. There's not a chance in hell anyone's opened up them and gone, ooh, George Underpants, ages 16 to 18. I think I might wear these. And they look to be, that's right, 17 years old. I think I might wear these underpants.
Right. When have you ever seen my undercrackers?
When we've shared a bedroom and you've shared a bed with me and you've run round in little boys' underpants.
I don't wear little boys' underpants. I wear boxers. That's private.
You wear little boys' underpants.
He's lying. And I don't like
And I'm not saying... he's not bought little boys' underpants. These are the underpants he's had since he was like 16. He's not bought new ones. They are. I've been keeping an eye on these ever since I met you.
Well, that's weird, isn't it?
Is it a concerned older brother figure looking after his younger figure by keeping an eye on the state of his undergarments?
Yes, it is. What do you think? Do you think someone would have checked in on Harry at the I imagine the trolley lady walking down the aisles, checking in, see if someone's been attacked. Anyone been kicked the shit out of?
There's so many kids who get that train. Yeah. They don't even consider that's the thing. Like, to do one length of this train that's got about 6 carriages.
Anyone having a shit in the toilet? Yeah, you think they'd ask, wouldn't you, going up and down a bit? Anyone fell asleep? Yeah. You think they would? Magic school, especially because 40 kids are going there for the first time. Maybe they don't know whether it alights on the left or the right side of the train.
When Lupin wakes up in that carriage and he's in the same carriage with Harry Potter.
Oh yeah, 3 books ago, yeah. Yeah.
And he gives him chocolate, doesn't he? Because he's like, eat this. How is he not holding Harry Potter's face going, oh my God, like I used to be best mates with your dad. You've got no fucking idea.
I know.
He's
Maybe
just like
cool.
They all act like they've got no idea who his family are. They're like, Harry Potter, is it? I don't know. Do you mean you don't know?
There's only 100 people in the wizarding world. How do you not know him?
Give him a tenner.
Here's some chocolate and a tenner.
He needs to be. Listen, lad. I'm going through. I've got my own demons I'm battling, and I'm sure you've got your own. As with everyone in this crazy, fucked up world. But know this: I'm going to be keeping an eye out for you this year. I'm going to be looking after you. No harm is going to come to you, son. Eh? Are these your mates? Pleased to meet you. I'm not going to ignore you two just because I'm fussing over him. What's your name, lad? Ron Weasley. Sound. I know your mum as well. She's decent. And who are you, lass? Hermione Granger? Don't know a Granger. Are you Muggle-born? Fair play. I know a lot of Muggle-borns myself. I think you're sick. Are you cleverest girl in the school? Wicked. What a carriage we're in. Anyway, I'm going to get back to sleep. See you at Defence Against Dark Arts tomorrow. That's how I'd do it.
I feel like that deserves a round of applause. That was bloody good.
Why?
That was great. I wish that had been in the movie.
Do you remember being a kid and being at your friend's house and a family friend had come over and fuss over them and just like blank you as if you're a ghost?
Yeah, it'd be odd, wouldn't it? It'd be like, right.
I remember playing video games with my friend upstairs in his bedroom with his sister, and like he had like an uncle or an older cousin came in, and he was like, oh, hey kids, just to them two. Guess what I've brought you? And he brought them both like a chocolate bar.
Yeah.
And they were like, thanks. And I was like, sat there like, And then he left, and I was like, and they were just like,
Not going to snap off a square for your old pal Tom? No.
And then he came back about 5 minutes later, I think, realising the error of his ways, and went, I suppose I should give him my chocolate bar. And he was like, oh, sorry, pal, didn't see you there. I was like, didn't see me there? I was in the middle of the room. But thank you for correcting the error.
Yeah. Thank you for reflecting and correcting. That's all you can do in times like these.
Why did Tonks think to go back on the train? Is she just shadowing Harry, or?
Well, because there's 4 of them at Hogsmeade Station. I think she said she saw that Harry didn't get off the train. I suppose she's got an extra eye out for him. And then she had a bit of a look on the train.
She's got that pig nose, hasn't she?
Well, she fixed his nose in 2 seconds with the Episky spell. And I keep coming back to this, but the pressure that these people could relieve on NHS waiting times would be incredible. They can fix a nose like that. Great bloody thick one as well.
Great bloody thick one as well.
Great bloody thick one like that.
Great bloody thick one like that.
But yeah, because it says here, Tonks and 3 other wizards are there to protect Hogsmeade Station. Yeah. It's because Voldemort's going to be taking the train, isn't he? To come and invade Hogwarts. Him and Bellatrix were the... You are?
Dementor got it on 2 weeks ago. 2 years ago.
2 years ago. Well, they're not going to get the train to invade Hogwarts. Him and Bellatrix on a 2 together rail card. Did anybody fly there or apparate there?
Fly there. Oh, Voldemort, do you want to put on some underpants, please? Oh!
Whoa, whoa! Whoa!
Oh!
I can see your Horcrux from here. Oh! No one's going to be destroying that.
Oh!
Oh!
Do you reckon Voldemort uses the toilet, or do you reckon he does the old-fashioned way and just disappears his waste, or does he have Wormtail eat it up?
Honestly, I think he's just like a hamster and just leaves it as he walks. I think he just leaves it around. I think he does it while he's on the move and just doesn't take any notice of it.
like bird crap. Some guy comes out in the morning and had that washed.
Yeah. I reckon so. I can't imagine him, sitting down and, having one. I think he's too busy for that. Unless he wears one of them adult nappies.
How sad is that? The leader of the opposition in the Wisdom world is too busy to have a crap. He has to shit himself.
Oh, Voldemort's close. Oh, is it because your scar's hurting? No, I can smell him. I can smell that stank.
Should I bury that young man? Your claws are out. You kick some dirt over that.
They're all so crap. Yeah, anyway, how did we get to that?
Yeah, flying. Tonks not Voldemort not getting the train.
Oh yeah, flying about. Commando. God, I can see your Horcrux from here. Bloody hell. So Harry gets escorted by Tonks to Hogwarts, and it's locked. It's full of anti-intruder jinxes. You think, well, Voldemort's supposed to be the most powerful wizard alive. Why do they bother with all these things? I think he can get past anti-intruder jinx.
Voldemort is... yeah, I think you just easily walk down the chimney, couldn't you?
Yeah. Yeah, Father Christmas style.
Yeah, if he disguised himself as Father Christmas and walked in, no one would bat an eyelid.
Yeah. Yeah, he does look like the Night Before Christmas thing, doesn't he?
Jack Skellington.
Yeah, he looks a bit like Jack Skellington. Maybe it could be Jack Skellington disguise. Halloween, no one would know. And then he could quickly have Avada Harry, and then run off. See, he needed us on his side. I feel like all the other Death Eaters are a bit too scared to offer some ideas. They just say yes or no. Whereas I think we've got some, good things to add to the pot.
I think so. Me and you've got some good things to add to the pot. I like how Tonks isn't annoying anymore. I think like she's a lot less. All right, she's like he's doing a voice a lot less. He's like, come on, let's get out of here, or whatever.
That's good.
I think someone's had a word with Stephen Fry, but it doesn't explain why he's doing pea green like that, though, does it?
Pea green!
Yeah, pea green! No, it's us who's doing that.
Oh, yeah, it's us that's doing that. Yeah. Why are we doing that? Pea green! I do potions, pea green!
Harry Pea Green, put your pea green in the potion pot. What are we making? Mushy pea green. Okay.
Mushy pea green soup. Mushy pea green soup. Yeah, he's got the new job, potions teacher, and good luck to him, may I say. But I hope he's done his homework. I hope he's researched how the curriculum's changed since he was last working. Because that would be very negligent not to do that, wouldn't it?
I don't know, how much does the curriculum change?
Well, I feel like the GCSE curriculum changes every couple of years in some way, shape or form.
You going back to high school teaching? Is 2 + 2 still 4? Yes. Good.
Good. That's all I need to know. Well, I remember when I was doing maths tuition and stuff, they had changed what they put in the GCSEs and what they put in the A-levels. And I feel like the A-level system's changed a bit now. They used to do it all in modules, where I think now it's all a bit more clumped together. So you have to keep abreast of these things, otherwise you'll end up teaching the wrong stuff. Let me tell you, WJEC hold no prisoners. That's the Welsh Joint Examination Centre.
Yeah, I remember exam papers going to Wales. I remember getting exam papers in England from Wales, and they'd write things in Welsh on them. They'd be cut spread into two. One would be in English, one would be in Welsh, and I'd be like, I can't believe it. All this has been going on under our noses.
I know. Well, because a lot of things would get.
I know.
Terrible. Because I remember a lot of things would get translated, and I would end up thinking they were different things. Because in school we were preparing for the Tagai, and I was like, "What the bloody hell are the Tagai?" I thought we were going to be doing GCSEs. But it turns out that was just GCSEs translated into Welsh. But it used to confuse me, because I remember in history they were talking about Harry yr Wythfed, and I was like, who's Harry the Eighth? And I thought it was somebody completely different. I was like, this guy's very similar to Henry the Eighth. And then it took me a few lessons to realise it was the same bloke, but they translated his name.
I wonder if they've ever met.
Well, I've been married to the same 6 women. Miss, did Harry the Eighth and Henry the Eighth ever meet? Oh, can I leave now? I'm embarrassed.
I like when Snape catches Harry, and he goes, I suppose you wanted to make an entrance, did you? And with no flying car available, you decided that bursting into the Great Hall halfway through the feast ought to create a dramatic effect. I love this idea that Snape's got of Harry, that he's like, oh, I need people to look at me. I know, I'll run in at the end. Job's a good one.
There is something very funny about somebody running into a room. It's, why are you doing that? Hey, I'll tell you a story that I was told about work. I've got to, at the end of this school year, I've got to do a speech because all the kids are leaving to go on to the next school. And my colleagues were telling me a story about something that happened about 5 years ago, where one of the teachers, instead of writing a speech, they just Googled one. They just Googled a school leaving speech. And then, so it came to the night of the presentations, and she did this speech that she'd Googled, and it went really well. And then another colleague went up, and they'd Googled the same speech. And instead of changing it last minute, they did the same speech. So the same speech was repeated twice, and then it was obvious that they'd both just searched for the same speech and done that instead of writing one.
Well, I did that. I did a gig recently, and saw one in Liverpool, and before I went out, it's a really big theatre. I was quite like, oh, it's the biggest room I've ever done. And before I went out, I was watching the comedian before me, and he did like really similar jokes to me, talking about all the same crass stuff. Yeah. And I was like, oh God, I can't change him now. So I went out and just did like the same crap. Like, well, it's slightly different, but here you go.
Did you like mine or his better? Because quite easy to compare, aren't they?
Also, if anyone's a solicitor, please get in touch, because there's a guy in London who owes me £1,685 because I put on my Hubba Hubba show there and in November, and he's not given me any money.
Oh, is that still not resolved?
Nope. And I sent in a claim, but I went to his office in London. I was like, I'm going to go. I turned up at his office. I was like, I'm going to turn up at his office. Yeah. And it looks like the landlords have taken it back. But his name is Nick O...
Yeah.
His name is Nick Mills. He runs Ticket Text. And he owes me £1,685. And that is the money I need. And if you do a bit of stalking, he's dating a famous influencer.
Oh. That's fantastic. Well, it's naughty, is it? Well, because I'm sure that person also owes other people a lot of money as well.
Well, the thing is with these, I think it's like a limited company. And I think what limited means is limited responsibility. So if you fuck everything up and everything goes tits up, you get to just walk away scot-free and keep my money, apparently.
Oh, that's no good.
If you're a solicitor, get in touch.
Yeah, that'd be lovely.
Or what I'm about to say now is a joke. So if anyone takes it, other than a joke, then that's on you. That is on you.
Yeah.
If you happen to be part of a vigilante, if you're a Batman type and take the law into your own hands, do what you will.
Yeah, do what you will. Bloody hell. Oh, it's not good, is it? Why don't you do small claims?
I have done, but when I rocked up to the building where the small claims will be sent, the building's been repossessed, so...
Oof. I'm going to take you to... you. Oh. Right, bloody hell. You see, this is the problem, self-employed. You got to chase after stuff, and sometimes things take ages to get back to you. Because didn't you do that show last year?
Yeah, in November.
Yeah, bloody hell. No good.
Had all my money. He just thought to himself, I'll have that money to pay for my big, stupid, fucking London house that I have. I need that money. Yeah. And then you, Tom Lawrenson, can get a train down, pay for a hotel, and have nothing. Oh, okay.
Yeah. Because what people don't realise as well is that £1,685 is not all the ticket. He'll have already got a split of his own or a higher fee or whatever. That doesn't include that £1,685.
No, he's had 30% of the ticket sales already, and my cut was that amount of money, which is meant to be, a lot of time coming. Because you can only do that show once in London. People aren't going to come again. Yeah. I didn't get paid for it last time. Will you come again? No.
Yeah, like quick maths in my head. He's probably had about 700 already on top of the money he owes you. It's terrible.
And then all the people buying 2 drinks each.
Yeah. Not good, is it?
No.
It's naughty. It's naughty.
Makes me think of films like...
What's that film? What's that film? Someone get shot or something?
No, nothing. Don't mind that.
All right. Don't listen to that. Don't look at that. I made Tom laugh during the show because I accidentally started a video sketch before its time. And I just said to the audience, don't look at that. While I went to try and turn it off.
as if his underpants were out. Don't look at that.
Recently bought underpants. Hermione gets rid of Harry's dried blood with the spell Tergio. So, got to get the pronunciation on that spell correct, haven't you? These kids now do have an impressive repertoire of spells, don't they? If you go back to Philosopher's Stone, they just knew like Flamendo, Expelliarmus, Alohomora. Now they've got all sorts, spells we've never heard of, spells we've not even read about being learnt. Tergio, Episci, they know the lot. It's very impressive. They're becoming very skilled witches and wizards.
Tergio. Nearly Headless Nick was eavesdropping. Mate, have you not heard an eternity's worth of gossip? If I was Nearly Headless Nick, I'd be like, do you know what?
Yeah.
Or maybe that's all they've got. This is their Coronation Street.
Yeah.
This is their Coronation Street. Harry is to Hogwarts Steve McDonald.
Yeah.
And
Hermione.
Gossip.
Hermione's Tracy Barlow. And Ron is Blanche.
Dumbledore is Norris.
Yeah, Dumbledore's Norris. I think you can tell how old we are from these references.
Hagrid is Shadrach.
Shadrach. McGonagall's Rita. Yeah. Trelawney's Emily Bishop. And yeah, a couple of those are from Emmerdale. So
Trelawney is Emily Bishop.
Yeah. Alright. God, it frustrates me that these names are going to forever be in my brain, and yet I can't remember if I've locked the door or not on the car. And yet I can remember Shadrach Dingle. Oh. So, Grandad, can you tell us anything about your childhood? All I've got is Shadrach Dingle and Emily Bishop. Is that any good? Are they your friends? No. People on Emmerdale and Corrie.
Tell us about your childhood. Sarah Platt had a baby when she was 13. A few years later, her mother married a serial killer. He drove the family into... Spoilers! Grandad, can you tell us about COVID pandemic? Look, I think you'd rather hear about who shot Phil. Would you?
Would you? Which was a lot more interesting than who killed Archie many years later. Oh, this useless information that sticks into our brains. It's no good, year sevens. Hagrid, I feel sorry for. He's all excited because he's got his lesson with his 3 friends tomorrow, but little does he know that neither Harry, Ron, nor Hermione have signed up to do A-level creatures. And they're not going to be at his lesson. And I'm wondering who is going to be there, because they were like his biggest fans. I don't think anyone else is going to turn up.
Well, it's his own fault, because he's not a qualified teacher. He hasn't finished high school. He knows how to... I don't know, he's a bit of a jack of all trades with animals. Don't know what he's doing.
Yeah. I remember feeling bad.
He shouldn't be teaching A-levels.
Yeah. Because I remember there was a couple of teachers hoping I'd take their subject for A-level or GCSE. And then having to tell them, I felt like I was like letting them down. So, I don't want to do French for a second year. Is that alright? Yeah, that's alright. Feeling bad about it. But you can't be thinking about others when it's big decisions about your life. You got to put yourself first sometimes, haven't you? Alright, that's all I've got for today.
Well then, how many bleeding noses out of 5 can you give this chapter?
Do you know what? It was a goodie, actually. Not much happened in it, but I like that we're back at Hogwarts. A bit of normality, the feast, a bit of intrigue with Snape. And you know what? It's a mini twist, isn't it? Snape has been given the job of defence against the dark arts teacher. I thought it was solid. I'm going to give it 4... What was the rating again?
Bloody noses.
4 bloody noses out of 5.
Completely agree. I'm going to give it 4 bloody noses out of 5 as well.
Fantastic!
Right, are you ready for this week's segment called Quiz?
Yeah.
Right. What temperature was Harry's blood on his face?
What? Oh my god, what temperature was Harry's blood on his face? Warm.
Well, no, it was hot. I'm sorry.
Oof.
What is the spell that will fix a broken nose?
Ebisky.
Correct, Ebisky. What is the spell that will remove dried blood?
Turgio.
Turgio. Fantastic. What was Nearly Headless Nick doing?
Eavesdropping.
Brilliant. And what is Harry lucky Draco didn't do to him?
What is Harry... What? How come Stuffer is blue? What was that question? What is Harry lucky that Draco didn't do to him?
Yeah. So he punched him in the nose, threw the blanket over him, but...
Dunno, kill him.
No, he's lucky that he didn't get a kick in the nuts.
That's not in the book.
We spoke about it last week.
Yeah, that was an email from Rebecca Davis. That wasn't in the book.
It's still a part of the quiz. I don't know what's... the quiz is the quiz. I don't know. Hey, listen, you've won one, pal. Yeah, you won last week. Well done. Yeah, you're not going to be reigning champ.
Yeah, I was hoping to be Octo champ. Get 8 in a row like they're doing Countdown.
No way. So unfortunately,
never
you've
mind.
lost the quiz.
Quiz. Now it's time for the nation's still second favourite segment. It's Hedwig's Droppings. Hey! We're not alluding to owl poo. We're not alluding to ploppings. We mean the messages you send in when we allude to Hedwig's Droppings. What's in a beat this week? Well, we've had a few lovely 5-star reviews. The first one is from Adam Wilso. Hey, and he's given us a 5-star review. 5 specky boys in a cupboard out of 5.
Let's have another one.
Adam says, what a podcast. The Pottervision boys are great. Every episode is packed with fun and laughs. Tom and Lucas have such great chemistry that they can even make a household mould seem fun. Had the pleasure of meeting both lads after their show and podcast in Manchester, and can honestly say they're just as sound in person as they are on the pod. The live show had me in stitches, and the Patreon content is top tier. Keep up the great work, lads. Hoping Pottervision will get the recognition that it deserves soon.
Let's have another one.
Thank you, Adam. Well, here's another one from Jess Ruddo, and that was a 5-star review as well. And she calls Pottervision podcast a family affair. My family and I love this podcast. Me, my 3 sisters, our mum, and now even our children all tune in to listen and laugh along to Pottervision. It's hilarious. It has us chuckling and grinning like lunatics on our daily commutes, as well as around the office. It's worth the embarrassment of disapproving looks from strangers and colleagues. Thank you, boys.
Let's have another one.
Neville's Gran has given a 5-star review, and it says simply, very silly, no notes.
Let's have another one.
I don't have another one. But I'm remembering an email that I don't think I read out. Did I read the one out to you about someone getting... Sorry. Did I read out the one about someone getting in trouble at school?
No, I don't think so.
Oh, where is that? I will try and remember it, but someone was... I'll find the email. I'll read it out properly next week, but someone was listening with their kid to Pottervision, and the kid found the idea. We were talking about the Mr. Bean episode where he has toothpaste in the man's bum crack, and this kid found it so funny that they were talking about it in school to the point where they got in trouble from the teacher. Had to be told to be quiet about the toothpaste in the bum crack. Which was delightful to read about. And I'm sorry I can't remember who sent that.
Spitting toothpaste on a builder's bum.
So yeah, now we've got a few patrons to welcome. And the first one is a baby Harry, and it's Maxie James.
Wait, it's Maxie James. Let's have another one. Maxie James, you are on a boat ride with your family. Oh, I do like to be beside the seaside. All the animal noises. Glug, glug. Glug, glug. It's a fish. You are so curious. You're looking overboard, yeah? Your reflection in the water. La 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 la. Smiling at yourself. Who's that pretty baby? Who's that pretty baby? Very vain for a baby. Very vain. All of a sudden, your image in the water disappears and a face appears. It is the man of the sea.
Hello, pretty baby. How are you, Chuck?
Hello, man of the sea. What are you?
I'm half fish, half shark, and half man.
Oh my God, I'd love to see it. Will you take me on a tour of your aquatic kingdom?
I will. Make sure to hold your breath.
Whee! You start showing me around.
Look at that!
What is it?
And that!
What is it?
That's a shell and that's a fish. This is where I hang out with me mates.
He takes me to his community and introduces Maxie Baby to the community he lives in, all the people.
Yeah. This is the Shark Fish Man community. Do you like them?
What have you done, man of the sea? Who have you brought here?
This little baby. It's baby Maxie.
You have been warned about this. Why do you keep bringing people down here?
Well, I thought we could finally get along.
You think taking a baby from its parents is the first steps in making amends with the humans?
Oh, I've done it again, haven't I?
Yes, unfortunately, man of the sea. There are no second chances for you. You've had one too many.
Oh.
The community that the man of the sea lives with, they take a limb of him each and stretch him as tightly as they can. He thinks they're surely going to cut me open, but instead they just pull off all his limbs.
Ow!
He stays alive, but at what cost? You look at him, he's crying. And then they think, they throw you ashore, you land on the boat, your parents look at you. What have you seen, Maxie? What have you seen? You never speak again.
Oh no. Well, people, you can't tell. I took my arms out, so I've got no
Oh,
arms.
I could.
Oh, could you? He refused to react. But welcome, Maxie. Now we've got another baby, a baby Hermione this time, and it's Georgia Pendry.
Georgia Pendry. Georgia Pendry, you are working late in a diamond mine. Hi-ho, we dig, 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 dig,
all day long.
Dig, 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 dig. In a mine, in a mine, in a mine, in a mine. And I drink that lovely wine. All of a sudden, the mine phone rings. Bring, bring. You answer. On the other end of the phone is the mine authority saying the mine is due to collapse.
Sorry about this. It's Thatcher. Mine's being closed down.
It's about to cave in on itself. How long do I have to get out of here?
I reckon you got about 1 minute to grab your things and leave in an orderly fashion.
Thanks. What was your first name?
Mine.
Mine Thatcher.
Yeah.
All right then. Thank you. Right. Think to yourself, Georgia. You've got to get out of here. You look left. Look right. Nope, neither of them. Those are walls. You got to go to the light to the end of the tunnel. You begin to run. Oh, you make it out. What the hell? The mine doesn't look like it's about to collapse. Mine Thatcher is stood there looking at you. Was it a prank, Mine Thatcher?
It was a scheme. I want to live there, and now you've left it free for me.
Oh, I don't like that. I don't like that one bit. Georgia, you take your pickaxe and you drive it into Mine Thatcher's lung.
Oh! Oh, don't do the other one.
No matter how much he breathes, he can't catch his breath. He does it into the other one.
Ooh. That's just what I said not to do.
Not nice, that, is it?
No.
What's happening over here? Says the policeman. This Mine Thatcher was about to kill me, says Georgia. Is this true?
No, I was just going to live in the mine.
Murder, is it, Mine Thatcher? We've been warned about you. A noose is thrown around Mine Thatcher's head. Mine Thatcher says, well, it doesn't matter because my lungs are punctured. I'm going to die anyway. It doesn't matter. We still have our ceremonies. And he is hung. Right, and that's your baby story, Georgia.
So thank you so much, Georgia. Now we've got another baby Hermione here, and it's none other than Sexy Hagrid.
Okay. Sexy Hagrid, you are working at a market. Who will buy these lovely pumpkins? Who will buy these lovely pumpkins? What's on offer? What's on offer? Everyone keeps saying. A curious customer approaches the stall.
How much would it be for 3 pumpkins?
Oh, I've only got 2 on sale today.
Oh, but I want 3.
Oh, but look in front of you. You say with your back to the customer, you only have 2 pumpkins. Do you like what you see, customer?
Oh, I do. Those 2 would be lovely.
Please, touch them.
Very nice. How much?
Pick them up.
Pick them up.
Yeah, pick them up.
All right. They're too heavy for little old me.
Do you know why?
Why?
That's my arse.
What? You've tricked me this whole time.
Yeah, now look at your hands covered in orange paint, aren't they?
Oh, and the rest.
Police! Thief! Thief! A policeman comes over and batters this old woman to death.
Yeah.
And that is your story, Sexy Hagrid.
We hope you enjoyed it. Now, we've got a baby Harry. Do you want to keep doing a couple more?
We'll have to roll over to next week. That's too much fun, that is.
All right, we'll roll over to next week's Euro Babies. Well, thank you very much. That's the end of Hedwig's Droppings. This has been the Pottervision podcast. Thank you so much for watching. Once again, let us remind you that we're going on tour. We've got more dates in Brighton, Bristol, Cardiff, Swansea and Nottingham. So come and see us. Pottervision.com, all the ticket links are there and all the details. So go and have a look at that. Otherwise, you can support us on Patreon. We've been doing some interviews recently. We did one with Sam Van Leer, who was Daniel Radcliffe's body double in the first Harry Potter film. And then we did another interview with Sam O'Leary, who sounds similar, but he's different. He's just someone we know, he's our mate. But yeah, both were equally entertaining. Patreon.com/Pottervision. There's 83 bonus episodes. Also the possibility to get goodies like key rings, stickers, posters, stuff like that. Anyway, next time we'll be on episode 144. It's been a long time since we've had a square number. Chapter 9 of Book 6, The Half-Blood Prince. You have been a full-blooded Tom Lawrenson.
And you have been a man who looks, I reckon, has got the curtains drawn in the middle of the day, Lucas Kirkby.
Correct. Goodbye.